Inclusion Ireland is delighted to be a partner for National Carers Week in 2016. This is our first year to be part of the Carers Week, although we do have a long-standing relationship with organisations like Care Alliance Ireland and also the Family Carers Association. Inclusion Ireland is the National Association for Persons with an Intellectual Disability. We help to promote advocacy, especially self-advocacy. We liaise with a number of family support groups and we lead out in a number of various different campaigns. One would be our Connect Family Network and another one would be our Changing Places campaign. Inclusion Ireland understands the challenges and difficulties many family members and carers face across the country, whether that's accessing appropriate services for their loved one or looking for information from various organisations like HSE. In fact, we had our national conference at the weekend and we had a number of workshops, and one of the workshops was looking at some, I suppose, research on the role of families and carers who have a loved one who have complex needs. And I suppose from that, what we heard from families is that families in that area have no future planning for the care of this group, and this leaves the family carers under extreme pressures. So I'm just going to talk very quickly about the two main family pieces that Inclusion Ireland is engaged in, as I mentioned already, the Connect Family Network. So one way that we as an organisation have helped family members and carers to bring them together is through our Connect Family Network, which we are running in conjunction with Down Syndrome Ireland and with Irish Autism Action. The campaign was established because the three organisations felt that there were very many parent and family disability support groups doing fabulous work, but connecting with others to share their concerns, keep them informed and have their voice heard was just proven to be a challenge. Parents and advocates often feel isolated, overwhelmed and not listened to, and so what we wanted to do was to bring this cohort of important people together. Over the last 12 months or so, the Connect Family Network has brought about greater participation of persons with a disability and their family members in the design and the delivery of disability services and supports. Research has shown that service and policy development is much more effective when the family and the people who actually use the services are involved from the outset. The Connect Family Network will never replace, nor should it, any organisation, but will aim to enable a coherent and combined family voice to be heard by service provider and, more importantly, by policy makers. So far, the work on the Connect Family Network has included establishing a network of disability support groups locally, regionally and nationally, developing social media, which they will tell you back at the office, I am not the technical wizard, but I'm live streaming now, so they know it. Providing information and training for groups to equip people to lead and to advocate, and we hold numerous free public information meetings for families across the country. With that in mind, as part of our contribution towards National Carers Week, there's a Connect Family Network event which will be coming under this week's events. This free information event will be taking place in Athlone tomorrow and is aimed at family or carers of persons with a disability and or persons with a disability themselves. This event will cover the topical issue of transitions for a family member with a disability. The facilitator's name is Margaret Farrell, will guide participants using the Personal Outcome Measures tool to help family members to explore their hopes, their wants and their dreams for the person with a disability. Based on an understanding of these outcomes, participants will form some questions to use during that time of transition, whether from play school to school, primary to secondary or as a school leaver or in other areas of life, and how reflection upon these questions may assist with the ease of the transition. There will also be time for an open forum as well. One of the other campaigns that we're working on in relation to families and family carers is our Changing Places. So we're working with a number of family members and carers on our Changing Places Ireland campaign. This campaign aims to introduce fully accessible toilets to public places such as shopping centres, libraries and sporting arenas around Ireland. Changing Places are a real improvement on standard accessible toilets, as each installation provides a height adjustable adult-sized changing bench, a tracking hoist system and enough space and a safe and clean environment. These facilities have proved a life changer in the UK. I think there's over 700 in the UK. We in Ireland currently have 2. We have a working group that includes our family carers and who help the organisation to lobby for change in this area. We had great success with this this year, as Trinity College has invested in a fully accessible changing place toilet as part of a €120,000 project that also included upgrading of some of their other facilities. The new facility, which is now open, is situated at the entrance level into the Arts building. And actually, if people were interested in exactly how, what that looks like, they could go onto our website, and we have our accessible annual reports done by video this year, and there's a whole section on that, so it would give people an indication as to what actually I'm talking about and what that looks like. In addition to this, Áras an Uachtaráin has recently unveiled a new fully accessible toilet as well, which is a first in the Office of Public Works managed building. President Higgins is a patron of ours, but he's also announced that visitors to Áras will now be able to use this modern facility. So overall, Inclusion Ireland values the voice of the family. We recognise the fantastic and amazing contribution and role that you play in the life of your family, not just in the disability sector, but in Irish society in general. We are delighted to be part of today's launch, and we look forward to the week ahead.